Hey, this is Dr. Mark Richard, orthopedic surgeon at Duke University. And today on Diamond Doc, we're going to talk about the risks of young athletes playing on more than one team at the same time. This topic is especially relevant as we're coming out of the winter and looking ahead to our favorite season, baseball. With the popularity of the sport, many athletes will have the opportunity to play for more than one team. It is not uncommon for players to participate on both their school team and a travel team, for example. While these opportunities seem exciting, they also carry risk of overuse injury to the athlete. Today, we're going to talk about those risks to make sure that you have a healthy spring baseball season and stay in the game. Let's start by reviewing the risks of injury for youth players. The USA Baseball Pitch Smart Guidelines outline the pitch count restrictions and recommendations to keep young pitchers healthy. The first challenge to players participating on more than one team at a time comes with maintaining appropriate pitch counts. The pitch counts for a player don't cross leagues, so it becomes incredibly difficult for a player to be used safely in this scenario. One coach doesn't necessarily know the pitch counts, schedule, and plans for a pitcher on a different team in a different league. This is a source of potential risk for the player who can get cumulatively overused despite good intentions. And these players will have decreased rest and will have an increased risk of injury associated with that. Another related risk factor is throwing while fatigued. A study from the American Sports Medicine Institute showed that adolescent pitchers who underwent shoulder or elbow surgery were 36 times more likely to have routinely pitched with arm fatigue. A similar study showed that players who compete more than 8 months per year were 5 times more likely to sustain an injury requiring surgery. It is recommended that players take at least 2 to 3 months off from throwing each calendar year and that they don't pitch competitively for at least 4 months per year. Overlapping seasons and teams can prolong this exposure to throwing and increase the risk of injury. Remember that the growing musculoskeletal system should not be exposed to the same repetitive forces over and over. Playing on multiple teams at the same time does just that and is too risky for the youth player. Limiting yourself to one team at a time and taking the appropriate rest from baseball each year will help to keep you healthy and on the field. Do you have other questions about playing on more than one team at a time? Please respond in the comments and ask your questions using the hashtag USAB mailbag.